For OUA Soccer opening weekend's opening match for the Windosr Lancers and the York Lions, their men's soccer programs. Thank you for joining us, folks. I am Brett Hedges, your host for the evening. The Windosr Lancers and York Lions set to do battle here today. Head coach Ryan Mendonça. For the Windosr Lancers, head coach of the York Lions is Carmine Isaaco. Obviously, we're just coming back from the women's exciting matchup that ended 0-0. Lots of firepower on both sides of the field in that game, but neither team could find the back of the net. Let's see if the Lancers and the Lions can get some goals on the board here tonight and Friday Night Lights here on OUA.TV. A beautiful evening setting to play soccer here under the lights at Alumni Stadium in the shadow of the Ambassador Bridge and the soon-to-be completed Gordie Howe International Bridge. Okay, Windosr will have first touch as number 11, Windosr OUA comes in. And game on. So a couple of quick touches between the Windosr Lancers. There's Gianfranco Faccinetti, number 6. Played on the Canadian national team, the U16. Recently spent some time with the Vancouver Whitecaps program. And now he's here at the University of Windsor. And as a challenge up the far left side of the field, ends up with number 9, Giovanni Magliaro, on the turf. Good defense there by number 4, Milo Juricic. All right, we're going to have a throw in from the far side of the field. Oh, they're going to say, move it up 10 yards or so. Here's Windosr OUA with the touch. Nice footwork on display there for number 29. Evan Vakratzis surrounded by 3 York Lions. And offer into the middle, goes wide off the foot. Nice challenge there from Joey Mack, number 24, coming up from the defensive spot. Here's Mack. And that ball is knocked away by Gianfranco Faccinetti. Throw in from Joey Mack. Last touched by number 17. York plays it back to their defensive line. Couple of touches. Julian Acedatolo playing the goalkeeper spot tonight for York. Joey Mack up the field, looking for a turning number 16, Matthew Malacola. Number 1, Brandon Gaudreau for Windsor in net. It's going to be a York throw-in here in the 4th minute of play between York and Windsor on OUA.TV. Miscue there, and Windsor will have a goal kick. Nice play there from Gianfranco. Left foot. Fielded and played by Dominic Campana. Gianfranco with a nice offering into the middle. On the run there, a pair of Windsor Lancers, but surrounded by a few Lions. They'll try and reset things. Number 5, Robert Oates for the Lancers. Campana on the far side of the field. That's number 14, Andrew Chisesi. Windsor throwing on the far side. Of course, folks, I am doing my absolute best, so I apologize if there's any mispronunciations of names here. Gonna do my best to get in the groove of things as quickly as possible as we get into the 6th minute. Windsor and York 0-0. Only one real chance so far for the York Lions. Far side of the field, picking that ball up, number 4, Matteo Nepsi. But Windsor will throw it in from about the 35-yard mark. Nepsi in the middle for Evan Vakratsis. That's Berardi at the sweeper spot. Number 9, Giovanni Magliaro doing some work in the middle. Here's Oates. Oates up the field. Number 14, Chisesi. There's going to be a foul on the play there by Evan Vakratsis. Couple of passes between the York defenders. That's number 24, Joey Mack. Up the field to number 17. Playing the ball in the middle of the field. Otis Vakratsis, it's taken down. No call on the play. Otis Vakratsis puts both hands on his head after that play, wondering what he needed to do to get a call. And now going down, number 13 for the Windsor Lancers, Armin Aujla. So Windsor will have a free kick from about 37 yards out. So Evan Vakratsis will tee it up. Try and get some offense going for the Windsor Lancers early going. Vakratsis into the box and it's snagged by the keeper. Pass intended for number 7, Soji Olatoye. Andrew Berardi touches it over to Vakratsis to Faccineri. Faccineri loses it to Joey Mack. Mack takes his time. Into number 20, Shot right on goal and handled. After some tough battling, Windsor will have a throw-in on the far side of the field. Number 4, Matteo Nepsi will throw it in. My apologies, it's Alessandro Berardi, not Andrew. And after a reverberation there, it will be a Windsor Lancers throw-in once again. There's going to be a foul on the throw-in there. And York will have a free kick from about the 30, quickly putting it up the field. After some quick touches between the Lancers, between the Lions, here's an opportunity. And we'll go off the Windsor Lancers and go out the back line for the goalkeeper, for Julian Acetola. Give me a foul against Windsor. Nice play there. Through ball. Berardi has to chase it down and knock it. Quick play up the field on the opposite side in less than 20 seconds. On the corner, loose ball. It's in the back of the net for a York Lions goal. York Lions convert on the corner and make it 1-0 in the 12th minute of play here at Alumni Stadium. So the Lancers will player from center field, down 1-0, 13 minutes into the season. Facineri to Vakratsis. Coming down the field, Olatoye. And a challenge there from Facineri leads to a foul. Just waiting on the official goal here. It's hard to tell. It was hard to tell earlier. Waiting on there. I'm being told that the goal is going to be awarded to number 7, Soji Olatoye. Here come the York Lions, full of vim and vigor. Olatoye creeps toward the 18-yard box, but then we'll bring it back. There's Principato, number 20, in the middle there. Here go the Lions. Quickly on offense. Malakola with the ball. Quick touch. Malakola with an offering into the middle for Solatoye. He picks it up once again, puts it on the net, but it's deflected by Berardi. Olatoye. Milo Jurisic will play it back to the keeper. Robert Oates trying to thread the line a little bit. On the run now, number 24. Olatoye. Olatoye inside the 18-yard box. Shot on goal goes off the opposite side of the crossbar. Nice play, nice footwork on display there from York. Facineri getting away from trouble. Drives the ball up the field. That's headed away. Otis Fakratsis up the field to number 9. Giovanni Magliaro. And that goes to the far side of the field near the right side defender. Number 11, Sami Sabaduka. Throw in from the far side. Olatoye shields off the defender while a teammate launches it downfield. Up the field for York. Nice footwork there as number 28, Chris Molino, gets it over to number 24, Pedro Aparicio. Shot on goal, and it will be scooped up. Quickly up the field now for the Lancers. Getting caught out the left. Shot on goal by number 24, Aparicio. So far side of the field, we're going to have a throw in for the Windsor Lancers. And a shot right on goal is scooped up by the York defender. Up the field now for York, number 17 with a full set of speed, Justin Hendricks. Couple of quick touches. Here's Aparicio. Hendricks. Shot on goal, scores! What a strike! Number 24, Pedro Aparicio with a beautiful goal for the York Lions. Top corner. Two 2-0 York, just 20 minutes in. Beautiful finish there from 24, Pedro Aparicio. Time to respond for the Windsor Lancers. Campana touches it back to Facineri. Berardi across the field. Nice drive there with a head full of steam. There's Campana. Over to Oates. York Lions ball. Chris Molino plays it back to the keeper. Quick passes from the York Lions. Number 29, Joey Mack. Jurisic plays it back to the keeper. Carbone. Carbone drives it down the field. Hendricks. Ojla gets it. Nice holding match going on there. And there will be a foul, and it will go the other way. Facineri on the free kick. Effortlessly kicks it about 50, 60 yards. Goes off the York Lions, and it will be a corner kick for the Windsor Lancers. No? I guess not. Sorry. It looked like it went off York last, and it will be a goal kick instead. Good challenge there. Putting the ball up the field to number 17, Justin Hendricks. He's got some space. He's going to go to work inside the 18-yard box. Nice footwork. But we'll bring it back to his teammate, number 16, Malacola. Back to Hendricks. Playing it to 26, Isaac Bradbury. Number 20 with a nice touch there. That's Principato. Olatoye. It's knocked away by Windsor's Matteo Nepsi. Number 29 going to work. That's Joey Mack. Here's 24, Aparicio, who scored the beautiful goal a few minutes ago. Nice touch to a streaking Joey Mack. Throws it to the middle of the field. Berardi can't handle it cleanly, but it ends up in the area. Windsor can't handle it cleanly again. Here's York. Here's another chance. That's Bradbury. Bradbury playing it to Olatoye. Olatoye with some speed, challenging Berardi on goal. Knocked away by the Lancers keeper. Brandon Gaudreau with a nice save. And then he continues to play. Dominic Campana plays it to the middle, but it's taken over by Bradbury. Bradbury gives it over to 16. That is Malacola. Olatoye. Malacola. Here's joining the attack from the defender spots, Sebaduka. Malacola picks it up at the 18-yard box. Is offering into the middle for number 20. Principato goes through his legs, and it will be Otis Vakratsis going to work. Plays it back to Campana. Evan Verkratsis. Taking it up the field is Mateo Nepsi. York being content with playing back and working with the numbers, a 1-5-4 formation. Facineri. Ojla. Campana gets that ball taken away from him by Aparicio. Nice play there from Ojla to come up with that ball. Plays it back to Campana. No call on the play. Campana up to Verkratsis. He settles it down. Going up the field, gets grabbed, and the official gives Windsor a free kick. Sammy Sabaduka working against number 14, Andrew Chisesi. Evan Verkratsis gets the ball back after a Mateo Nepsi gets tackled. And we're going to get a yellow card early on here in the 26th minute of play. Number 16. Good sportsmanship being shown by the goaltender. Carbone. So both sides are going to come back onto the pitch now. About 19 minutes left in in the first half. Lancers down 2-0 to the York Lions on goals from Olatoye and Aparicio. Looks like we're going to have a couple substitutions here. At least one. Coming into the contest, number 13 in exchange for the injured player. Another York Lion player down after a couple touches after the free kick. Number 13, Ugatua Ebakime. He's coming in number 13 for the injured York Lion. Through ball, gonna have to be chased down by a pair of Windsor Lancers defenders there. Nice play from Robert Oates. Sorry, Mateo Nepsi. Nice play there by Otis Verkratsis to try and keep it alive, but it will be a York Lions throw in. Some quick touches between the York Lions. Leads to an opportunity going up the field now. Inside the 18-yard box with a shot on goal, but it goes on the left side of the net. And it will be Windsor Lancer ball after the shot on goal. Or not on goal, pardon me. That was by number 29, Joey Mack. Near side of the field here is Dominic Campana. Facineri plays at the far side of the field for Windsor. Playing it back to Goudreau. Quick touch over to Berardi. Berardi to Facineri. Here's Robert Oates. Windsor trying to keep it away from the Lions and maintain possession. It will be a Windsor throw-in. York throw-in. Evan Vakratsis in the middle here. Here's Robert Oates giving it over to Facineri. Campana with a nice cross into the middle. It's headed away by the defender, and it will be a Windsor corner kick. Nice header out of the to thwart away the opportunity by Jurisic. So Otis Vakratsis. Here's the corner. The header from Facineri in the box. No, it's going to be cleared. Now on the counter, here comes York, and there's going to be a yank there, a holding, and there's going to be a free play. A yellow card for number 7, Michael Zivcic. Number 7, Michael Zivcic, with the yellow card there. 33rd minute of play. Hendricks over to number 20, Principato. Olatoye working against Facineri. Facineri keeping the inside lane. And that ball will be, and it will be a goal kick because it was out of bounds, says the official. Here's Oates. Oates into the middle for a challenging Magliaro. Quickly up the field now. Here's Olatoye. There's Mack. Into the middle for number 13, Ugatua Ibakime. Up the field now for Windsor, and then going to be knocked away. But it will be a foul against Windsor, and it will be a free kick deep inside York territory. Number 4, Milo Jurisic goes down. York up the field, and another foul going to go against Windsor. Going to ask for the trainer to come out. So as we creep into the 36th minute here, Hendricks, Olatoye. Guarded by Campana, gives it over to number 26, that is Bradbury. Bradbury up the field, and it's a little too strong for Sabaduka to track down, so Goudreau will get the play going for Windsor. Gives it over, oh, nearly turns it over, is number 4, Nepsy. Matteo Nepsy, nice pass over to Vacratzis. Vacratzis gets around a defender, goes in. Here's Campana and Magliaro going in from the 18-yard box, and he will drive it into the thigh of number 28, Chris Molino, and it will be a Windsor corner. Down 2-0 here in the first half. Windsor looking to get on the scoreboard here in the late stages of the first half. 37th minute, here's Otis Vacratzis. Vacratzis, arching shot, trying to find Facineri in the middle of the box. And here's Mack. Deflected by Campana, and it's handled by Evan Vacratzis going the other way. There's Magliaro with some space. Sorry, not Magliaro. And a foul on the far side of the field. That was Oates getting taken down. Yeah, Evan Vacratzis is going to tee up a free kick. Dom Campana and number 14, Andrew Chisese, are going to be the lone members of the Lancers back behind Evan Vacratzis. And, of course, the keeper, Goudreau, as well. But Vacratzis with an offering into the middle. No, Windsor Lancers could get a handle of it, and coming out and playing that is Carbone. Stepping up into the play is Robert Oates. Robert Oates deflects that ball. Magliaro all over it. They're going to play it back to Carbone. Hendricks on the near side, moving up the field. Hendricks puts it into an open space for Olatoye. Hendricks plays it back to Olatoye. Aparicio. Oh, sorry, Principato. Principato inside the 18-yard box. Leaves it, and driving it over the net is number 29, Joey Mack. Goudreau. Goudreau's kick is batted around a little bit before it ends up in the possession of number 26, Isaac Bradbury. Here's Mack. Back to Hendricks. Mack. Quick touches over to Mack, cutting in the middle of the field, puts a shot on goal, but it will curve to the right and end up being a goal kick. Nearly went to the far side of the field for a throw-in, but they will give Goudreau the ball. 40th minute here in the first half between Windsor and the York Lions. York scores 2 goals in the first 20 minutes of the match on goals from Olatoye and Aparicio. Windsor will have a throw in from the far side of the field, Mateo Nepsi. Olatoye working against Facineri. Coming out to cut that ball down is Goudreau. Gianfranco Facineri staying on the inside lane. Windsor will have a throw in from the far side of the field. Magliaro tried to secure that. Carbone comes out, plays the ball over to Hendricks. Hendricks over to number 28, Chris Molino. Back to Carbone. Carbone with a nice touch over to number 4, Milo Jurisic. Sabaduka with a touch to Mack. Quickly in the middle of the field. Windsor trying to take over in that space. 2 touches later, Hendricks has it. Hendricks makes a move on Campana, moves up the field. 55-yard line, over to Olatoye, streaking down the field. Gets to the 18-yard box, thinking about it, steps inside. Got about 6 yards to go. He makes the wrong move and goes to the outside and will lose it. Good steady defensive work there from the Windsor Lancers. Olatoye got all the way up to the goal mouth. Could not get a shot on goal. 43rd minute of play here in the first half. Goudreau, the heavy boot from the goal position. Knocked away by Hendricks. Facineri throws it up. Sabaduka. And number 14 for the Windsor Lancers, Andrew Chisezi. Here comes York with a play into the middle for a number 13, Ebakime. Ebakime with a slide on Nepsi. Force a corner kick. And a mishandle on the corner kick will lead to a Windsor throw-in. 44th minute of play here in the first half. York up 2-0 over the Windsor Lancers. Fakratsis. Touched by York, out of bounds. Windsor will throw it in once again. Fakratsis up into the air. Nice challenge there by Sabaduka and number 14, Chisezi. Nepsi will throw it in for Windsor. Oh, sorry, free kick off to the foul. Berardi over to Facineri. Vakratsis with a good tackle there, says the official. Sabaduka on the counterattack after the Windsor turnover. Sabaduka moving the ball up the pitch into a small space for Ebakime. Ebakime loses it and it will go out of bounds, and it will be a Windsor throw-in. "45 minutes gone in the opening half between Windsor and the York Alliance here at Alumni Stadium. We will have Some injury time here as a York Lion has been injured just now. I believe that's Aparicio. Yep, that's Aparicio, number 24. He is down right now. Number 24. Sorry, that was Mac that fell to the floor. Gets a visit from the trainer, and we'll continue the game. So we've got probably a minute or two of stoppage time. Some confusion on the pitch here. Not sure what's going on, to be honest. So a couple of conversations going on between Carmine Isaacco and the head official. Windsor will throw it in here in stoppage time. Facineri touches it over to Vakratzis. Vakratzis with a through ball. That's knocked away by Hendricks. Hendricks on the counterattack gets it over to Olatoye. Olatoye sticks with the ball after falling over. Principato has the ball dislodged by Facineri. Quick touches. Zivic. Here's Facineri. Going to try and make something happen. Here's Oates, number 5. Here's Mack. Here's Principato. Touch over to Olatoye. Mack. Nice play there from Dom Campana, but it goes right into the foot of Principato. Sabaduka. Into Windsor territory. Nice play. Goal! No, it will be offside. Had to continue with the goal call. I didn't know how it was going to keep going. Nice play there, but it is deemed offside. Taking one goal off the board for the York Lions. Number 16 thought he was in on a loan, Matthew Molacola. Facineri. And that is going to be halftime. The York Lions up 2-0 over the Windsor Lancers. We're going to take a 15-minute break. When we come back, second half action between York and Windsor on OUA.tv. We'll see you soon, folks.
What will your income in retirement look like? Like this? Or more like this? An IG advisor takes all your sources of income to forecast your income in retirement. Talk to an IG advisor today to find out your monthly income in retirement.
Hello, Canada, and welcome to Windsor.
A city of more than 200,000 people.
And home to the Windsor Lancers.
We have a new stadium.
A new attitude.
What's my line again?
Introduce the video.
Right. Welcome to the 2005-06 Windsor Lancers highlight video.
Skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist.
This is 20% skill, 80% beer, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verses, dude, is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots, his stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note, he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches the key or speaks in a rhyme. And those other fellas he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do this? Is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Fort Minor, M. Shinoda, Styles of Beyond, Ryu, Top Beer, Sheet Shop.
Great effort by the team. You know, it's not about the name on the back of the jersey, it's about the name on the front. So, those are answers.
Ontario University Athletics has more than 4,000 female student athletes getting into the game. Some are playing for the little girl in the stands, aspiring to be a varsity athlete like them. Some are playing for the powerful group of allies that surround them both on and off of the field. And some are playing to show that talent, dedication, and hard work transcend the labels of gender. Many females, however, see their sport journey end during adolescence. For those who continue on, varsity athletics offers opportunity. It offers community. It's a means to not only continue your dream on the court, but excel beyond it. Because some student athletes may be looking to become Olympians and world champions. Some may see their passion for playing turn into a call for coaching. And some may aim to transform their athletics into prominent positions beyond the sporting world altogether. But for whatever their motives or goals, it's important to have the means to pursue them. It's important to feel like you can inspire the little girl in the stands, compete with your teammates, and break down any barriers to get to where you want to be. And above all else, it's important to remember that we are one.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you've been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my, it's my house.
Come study kinesiology at U Windsor. Through innovative teaching and research, our students and faculty integrate and apply knowledge from the biosciences, social sciences, and humanities to the study of human movement.
All right, folks, we are getting ready for second half action between the Windsor Lancers and the York Lions on OUA.tv. Couple minutes to go before second half action. The York Lions lead 2-0 after 45 minutes of play, plus some injury time, on goals from Soji Olatoye in the 13th minute, and then a goal by Pedro Aparicio about 6 minutes later in the 19th or 20th minute. An exciting matchup and just lightning fast offense for the York Lions. Absolutely devastating. Been able to get up the field in a couple of quick touches and then get some shots on goal. In total, 6 shots on goal for the York men, and that does not include a couple of really good chances that ended up wide of the net. Very busy in the defensive side of their half for the Windsor Lancers. On offense, the Lancers only mustered 1, maybe 2 shots on goal, so I'm sure that was a big part of the conversation with head coach Ryan Mendonça this half. I did learn prior to the game that a wave of sickness went through the team earlier this week, so they weren't able to fully participate as a team in practice this week due to those illnesses. But no excuses, but it's an opportunity to get back into it now. Only down 2, which is something they should be thankful for, despite some incredible chances from the York Lions that were taken care of by Brandon Goodrow or thwarted otherwise by the Lancers' defensive half. Just a few moments, we're going to be setting up and starting off here in second half action. All right, we are underway. Alessandro Berardi. Quickly, York moving into the Windsor's half. No significant substitutions from what I can see from either side. One Robert Aliante in for the Windsor Lancers on the left back. 7-5. Campana out there, number 27. Quickly up the field. Here's Olatoye. Nice job by number 4. Nepsi to knock that away. Olatoye with a chip into the middle. And that will be pushed, and it will be a corner kick by number 15, Noah Branco for being on the field right now. So it will be another substitute, Devin Hernandez for the Windsor Lancers as well. Number 26, number 15, number 8, the subs. Michael Zivich will also be in there. He didn't start the game, but he did finish the first half. And there is a goal on a header from Soji Olatoye on the corner kick. 3-0 for the York Lions on a beautiful play. Good finish from Soji Olatoye. Off a header for number 7, Soji. He scored the first goal in the first half, and now he scores the first goal of the second half. 3-0 for the York Lions here. So number 9, Giovanni Magliaro, gets the play started. There's Oates playing it over to Campana on the far side of the field. Driving the ball down the field. Here's Magliaro, and Carbone comes out and does a great job of cutting off an offensive chance for Windsor. Sabaduka knocking out of bounds number 8, Robert Aliante. Sabaduka moved up about 15 yards from where the referee wants him to throw the ball. Sabaduka throws it in. Principato. Ebakime still in there after being a substitute in the first half. Throw in for Windsor. Here's Aliante to Facineri. Facineri doing some leg work with Ebakime. So he's going to draw a foul, does Facineri. Quickly over to Aliante. Aliante with a left foot offering into the box and cleared away by the York Lions. Nepsi with the ball. Drives it into the middle. Nepsi once again knocked down by Jurisic. Foul by the Windsor Lancers. Ebakime is up. And Mack will play it on the free kick. On the far side of the field. Under some pressure. So York will play it back to Carbone, the goalkeeper. Jurisic. Nepsi. Backtracking, gives it over to Goudreau. Goudreau with some pressure on by Ebakime. Robert Oates. Here's Facineri. Plays it over Max Head. Plays it over to Aliante. He cannot handle it, so it will be a throw-in for Sebaduka. Mack to Sebaduka. Touch back to Jurisic. Back to Carbone. Number 28, Chris Molino. Up the left side of the field for Justin Hendricks. Here's Principato, who gets fouled. And it will be a York Lions free kick. Olatoye gets tripped up. Has a run-in with Dominic Campana there. Here's Principato with some speed over the line. Principato over to Hendricks. Hendricks gets away from a couple of defenders, sends it over to Olatoye, who's got 2 goals tonight. Ebakime tried to track down that ball, but it was intercepted by Nepsi. Nepsi plays it back to Aliante. Aliante gets tripped up by 2 defenders, goes up the field. Here's Zivic. And a foul going to be called against the York Lions. York up 3-0 after the goal from Olatoye in the 47th minute. Ish. Berardi playing touch with Facineri. Berardi over to his back line mate, Nepsi. Nepsi with a good ball to Campana. Campana's pass across the field is off the mark, and so it will be a York throw in. 53rd minute, and we are going to have a substitute from the far side of the field. So checking out is going to be number 16, Matthew Malacola. And it looks like 21. Number 21, Michael Petiti for York. The throw-in is intercepted by Feccineri, and then he is fouled from behind. Feccineri plays it back to Berardi, and over to Campana to get this offensive set going. Berardi plays it back to the keeper, Goudreau. As I'm starting to lose my voice. Feccineri trying to get a foul call. Here's Mack inside the 18-yard box, puts it toward the middle of the field. Berardi gets it over to Feccineri. Now he's got a head of steam. And they're going to give a yellow card to Ebekime. So that's the second yellow card against York today, but that's the first against Ebekime. Molakola, who had one in the first half, has been subbed out already. As the official jots down in his notebook. First yellow card for Ebekime as Feccineri gets the ball going. Nepsy drives the ball down the field with his left foot. Popping it up. Coming in off the bench, number 26 for the Lancers, that's Devin Hernandez. Came in at the beginning of this half. Campana steps up to maintain possession of the ball. Berardi. Over to Nepsy. To Aliante. Windsor trying to keep possession. Berardi with a through ball to the far side of the field. That's Magliaro. Sorry, that's Oates in the midfield. Nepsy to Feccineri. Drives the ball deep into the far side of the field. And then on a first touch, will be scooped up by Carbone, and he will roll it out to Principato. Agostino Principato with a head full of steam. Going down the field, inside the 40, inside the 35. Try to get a through ball to Ebekime. And he couldn't find the cutter in stride, so it will be a goal kick in the 57th minute here. Aliante to Feccineri. Nepsy reverses the flow over to Campana. Here's Oates. Oates drives the ball to the far side, the near side of the field to Aliante. Nice defensive play there from Sebaduka. Nepsy with a through ball, cutting it off. And getting in front is Magliaro for Windsor, and it will be a Windsor throw-in. Nepsy will throw it in as we creep over the 58th minute. Wow, what a throw-in from Nepsy. It goes to an opening opportunity. The Lancer goal. Number 26, Devin Hernandez. Are they going to count? Are we going to get that disallowed? That is an offside call, so that will be no goal. No goal for the Windsor Lancers there. It is an offside call. Well, I'm glad I didn't really go for that goal call then. Okay, Windsor with some momentum now, with some subs, getting a full head of steam. Magliaro with a header, and then once again, Windsor with some with some possession here. That will get driven down the field, and it will be a Windsor throw-in. Oh, poor ball girl had to go behind her. So she had to run about 40 yards for it. Poor thing. So Nepsy will throw it in. What an incredible throw-in from Nepsy on that would-be goal from Windsor. Unfortunately, they were offside. Here's Nepsy. Nepsy with a throw-in. It's in the box once again, and Carbone has to jump on it. And then gets the play going the other way on a throw to Agostino Principato. Quickly up the field. Here's Olatoye. Olatoye to number 29, Joey Mack. Ebekime into the middle for Petiti. Sebaduka. Sebaduka being defended by Aliante. And Aliante puts his right foot out and pops the ball behind the goal line, and it will be a York corner kick. Here's Mack with the corner. On the header, no good. Oh, trying to knock it out of midair. No foul there, just two people going for the ball. Driving it up the field. That's Robert Oates. Magliaro couldn't time his jump correctly and going the other way is Sebaduka. Look at the speed at which York works with. Now they settle it down. Through ball, Joey Mack. And it will be a goal kick. 61st minute here, University of Windsor's Alumni Stadium. Facineri touches it back to Berardi. Berardi over to Campana. Goudreau with a nice clearing kick. Magliaro gets taken down by an errant foot. Good touch from number 26, Isaac Bradbury. They'll end up bringing it back to Alessio Carbone. Petiti tried to challenge for that, but ends up in Windsor hands. Zivic gets around one defender, puts it into an open space, and Sebaduka will play that up to Ebekime. Bradbury drives it down the field. On the run, Olatoye. He's got Campana in front of him. Olatoye working to his right, getting to the middle of the field, leaves it for Ebekime. He stops, puts it in his left foot, and a nice save from Brandon Goudreau. Brandon Goudreau. But turning it over is Windsor once again. Here's Hendricks quickly over to Olatoye. Olatoye into Windsor territory. Joey Mack leaving it for Sebaduka. Joey Mack back to Sebaduka. They'll put it back, bring it back to their own half and control the flow here. Jurisic to the far side of the field for Bradbury. Sorry, that was Molino. Ebekime evades the tackle. Going in inside the 18-yard book, puts his right foot. No, clears it into the middle. Dominic Campana puts a foot on it and clears it for a moment. Here's Olatoye. Olatoye for Petiti. Petiti puts a chip over to Sebaduka on the cross. Sebaduka challenging Aliante, puts it toward the middle of the pitch. And corralling that ball is Brandon Goudreau. Going the other way now quickly, Facineri. Facineri over to Magliaro. Magliaro with a head full of steam. Working against Jurisic. Magliaro, no. Sebaduka with a well-placed header over to Petiti. Petiti loses it, though, to the Windsor Lancers. Lancers. Here's Magliaro chasing it down. Here's Aliante. Aliante back to Magliaro. Magliaro to Zivic. Zivic with a cross into the box and no one home for the Windsor Lancers. Carbone plays it to his back line. Joey Mack up to Sebaduka. Play give and go with Sebaduka to Mack. Mack plays give and go with Petiti. Mack with Olatoye, left foot. How close is he? And nice defensive play there by the Windsor Lancers. Nice play by number 15, Noah Bronco. Olatoye has 2 goals already in this match, looking for the hat trick, but he was thwarted by number 15, Noah Bronco. So it will be a York Lions corner kick. Lining it up. Here comes the cross. Goes out the backside, and chasing it down is Branco. Branco with a little stutter step, but he gets tripped up, and there's going to be a foul against Branco. So it will be a free kick for the Lions. Drawing that foul was Isaac Bradbury. York here in the 65th minute. Mack on the free kick over to Principato. Principato puts the right foot into it, looking for cutters, and it gets deflected by the defensive players for Windsor, and it will be a goal kick. Aliante plays give and go with Campana. Good challenge there between Molino and Devin Hernandez. Quickly going the other way, offside, Olatoye. Yes. Yes, Soji, you were offside. Wasn't by much, but you were offside. 67th minute here between Windsor and York on opening weekend of OUA soccer. Thanks for joining us on OUA.tv. Special thanks to our camera crew and our producers today. Nice play up the field for Nepsy. That ball curves a little bit more than he would have liked, though, and it ends up out of bounds for a York throw-in. We're going to have some substitutions now. Olatoye is going to be subbed out. Soji Olatoye, after scoring 2 goals for the York Lions, gets subbed out and will be replaced by number. It's really difficult because York's numbers on the front of their jerseys are particularly very small. So when I get the correct number, I will tell you the correct name. I don't want to say a name that's not correct. Here's Windsor now on the counter. Magliaro gets a shoulder from Sebaduka. And Sebaduka will push the ball out the near sideline. It looks like 19 is the sub. On the throw-in, the header by Faccineri goes off the side of the net, and Carbone will continue. It is number 19, the sub for Olatoye. Hendricks up the field. Hendricks drives it down the field. Chasing it down for a goal kick will be Gaudreau. Justin Sacchio, the sub for the York Lions. Campana loses it. Campana, here we go. There's the York Lions, and they score on the counter. Goal Lions. 4-0 for York over Windsor after the turnover deep in Lancer territory. And waiting to see the number here. Far side of the field. And that is the fresh sub. That is the fresh sub, Justin Sacchillo. Coming in for substitute for one goal scorer, and you become a goal scorer. Taking advantage of the turnover. Here's Windsor. Sacchio over to Agostino Principato. He throws it in. Ball is up in the air, and it's going to stay inbound. Isaac Bradbury with it. Over to Sebaduka. Abakime. Nice tackle there from Nepsi. But give him credit. Sebaduka right back at it, being defended by Aliante. And he will draw a throw-in. And we're going to have a couple of substitutions on each side here as we approach the 71st minute. So I'll ask our crew to take a look at some numbers for us, see what we got. So coming out of the game is Alessandro Berardi. Coming out of the game is number 6, Gianfranco Faccineri. Well, fresh sub for the Windsor Lancers, 2 fresh subs. So we got... Just show me your back for just a moment so I can know who you are. Me and the PA announcer are having a hard time today. Okay, so we got 20. Connor Simons. There's 20 is on the near side here. And joining the back line, it looks like 16. Grant Ferguson. It is 16. It's 16. And also some subs for York as well. We will get those in just a moment. Nice play there from Nepsi to keep it alive, but York takes advantage, coming in off the fresh sub, number 12. Sorry. So more substitutions coming now in the last in the 74th minute here. So new players for York are 12 and 15. Number 12 is Agostino Greco. So Robert Aliante is coming off. Coming back in for Windsor, I believe that's number 14. Andrew Chisasi, yep, 8 for 14. And here is 16, Grant Ferguson, helping from the back line. Zivic over to the far sub, or sorry, the far attacker. Devin Hernandez with a shot there that was deflected by the Lancers, or sorry, by the York defender into the hands of Carbone. A couple of quick passes later. Here's Greco. Couple of quick touches. Here's Sebaduka over to Jurisic. Here's Jurisic over to Sebaduka. Sebaduka to Jurisic once again. Carbone playing solid in net tonight. Drive the ball up the field, but it's knocked away by Nepsy. Through ball. Windsor. Nepsy driving the ball down the field, trying to create some sort of passing lane or scoring opportunity for the Lancers. Foul from behind by Robert Oates on number 26, Isaac Bradbury. Coming back after the whistle. Running past the ball, number 15, Marcel Tessalino. Going to bring the ball back in play is Jurisic. And we have another substitution. So going to come out of the game for York, number 17, Justin Hendricks. And coming into the contest, number 5. York. Patchwork. Here's 21 on the goal. Oh, nice defensive play there from number 16, Grant Ferguson, to thwart that opportunity from number 21. On the corner. And there's a foul. And it's going to be a York free kick. So we're going to have another sub shortly. Pardon me. No, we're going to have a free kick from about the 25-yard mark. Bradbury scores on the free kick. Call it 5 goals for the York Lions as Isaac Bradbury absolutely laces one from about 25 yards out to make it 5-0 for the York Lions. A beautiful touch from number 26, Isaac Bradbury, on the free kick. And it will be 5-0 for the York Lions here. Here in the 79th minute, make it the 80th minute. Dom Campana from the back line. Over to Grant Ferguson, and he will knock it out of bounds. Chasing after it was Noah Brenko, but he couldn't get to there quite fast enough. So it'll be a York throw in. Oh, injury on the near side here. Sami Sabaduka. Nice sportsmanship showed by number 14 of the Windsor Lancers. That's Andrew Chisazi. Sami Sabaduka been very busy tonight, been playing very well on the back line, but also doing a fantastic job of jumping up into the play and forcing some key offensive opportunities for the York Lions. So I'm sure head coach Carmine Isaaco is going to be happy with his performance in today's matchup. So while we get some stoppage time here, you will allow both sides to get some much needed water as we get to the late stages of this match. Of course, dehydration a humongous So Sabaduka getting some treatment on the sidelines here. Or sorry, not the sidelines, on the near side of the field. As we approach the 82nd minute here. We'll come back when play is put back into regulation. One moment, folks. Enjoy. And a nice effort here to help Sabaduka get over to the sideline so we can get this game back underway. We're here in the late 82nd minute here, going to the 83rd as the trainer takes care of Sami Sabaduka. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So a couple more players need to come out on the pitch for the York Lions so we can get this thing going. Obviously, York, a very talented team, almost annually near the top of the table in the OUA Eastern Division. So a tough matchup for the Windsor Lancers tonight. They trail 5-0 here in the late stages of the second half. Number 19, Justin Sicillo, who scored a goal quickly after coming into the contest. So Goodrow, after a goal kick, will give it over to Nepsy. On the far side of the field. Nice play into the box, but it's cut off by Jurisic. Grant Ferguson with a nice pass, but it's thwarted. Here comes York on the near side or far side of the field, pushing the ball down the field. Sicillo working against Campana. Campana gets his left foot on the ball and knocks it away. So it's going to be a York corner kick here in the 84th minute. Number 12. Sorry. Low kick on the corner. And it's scooped up by Gaudreau. Here's Magliaro. Number 12 was Agostino Greco with that corner. Here's in the box. It's Zivic to Vakratsis, and it is handled by Carbone. Otis Vakratsis with the best chance for the Windsor Lancers to get on the board today. Molino gets it going from his back line. Quickly moving it up the field is York. Here's Greco. Here's Ebakime. Nepsy. Carbone will pick it up after Magliaro puts on some pressure. And Carbone will roll it over to Molino. Quickly up the pitch. Here's Petiti. Petiti working against Ferguson. Puts a little body on him, but no call. Here's Petiti inside. He loses it, or we'll say deflected. And it will be another corner kick. We're in the 86th minute here. Here's the corner. And here's a cross into the box. And into the back of the net for the York Lions. A couple of nice touches there between the York Lions, and that gives them 6 goals on the game. Nice pass from Jurisic. Nice finish for the York Lions. Looks like once again it's Bradbury that touches the back of the net for the York Lions, making it 6-0 here. Late stages of the second half, 87th minute. Robert Oates over to number 20, Connor Simons. Andrew Chisese. So it's going to York kicks it out to the far side of the field. Number 28, Chris Molino. Some contact there as Otis Vakratsis tried to get possession inside the 18-yard box, and it will be a goal kick. And we have one more substitution here. Dominic Campana is going to come out of the game in exchange for a fresh sub. coming into the game for the Windsor Lancers. Number 8, Robert Aliante, comes back into the contest. Campana comes out, Aliante comes back in. Here in the 89th minute, as the York Lions enjoy a 6-0 lead over the Windsor Lancers here at Alumni Stadium. Here's Greco. Greco puts his left foot and hits it softly towards Gaudreau. And Gaudreau heaves it over to the far side of the field. Turning it over, here comes York. That's Petiti. Petiti with a nice through ball to number 15, but he can't handle it. It's Marcel Tessalinos. Just a little bit outside of his reach. Here comes Windsor. Aliante. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson from the back line. Crosses it to Nepsy. He's been in the game the whole time. Nepsy driving the ball down the field to Magliaro. Jurisic comes up and makes that play. But Vakratsis keeps it alive. Chisese tries to get it over to Magliaro. But it is Carbone that drives it down the field away from harm. Looking for a clean slate today, Mr. Carbone is. We have reached the end of regulation, and we will have a few moments of stoppage time, it appears. '91st minute here between Windsor and York. And that will do it, folks. The official toots his whistle 3 times, and that will bring the end of this game. The York Lions defeat the Windsor Lancers 6-0 on 2 goals from Soji Alatoye, a goal from Pedro Aparicio, 2 goals from Isaac Bradbury, and 1 goal from the substitute Justin Sicillo. So that will do it, folks. Thanks for joining us on OUA.tv. We'll see you next week for more Windsor Lancers soccer here from Windsor, Ontario. We'll see you soon.